There's been so much Pokemon merchandise out there for people to buy. There's the good merchandise, which includes the games, the action figures, the cards, the VHS and DVDs, and many other things. However, there's always the weird, bad merchandise that people still buy because people really like to buy crap. I'm talking about things like Pokemon underwear, Pokemon cologne, to smell as sweet as a Bulbasaur's butt, and all kinds of the weird Pokemon bootleg items that people used to make whenever Pokemon was really popular. And I'm not just talking about bootlegged games. I'm talking about the bootlegged action figures, the bootlegged Pokemon cards, just all kinds of different weird things that people still buy to this day, even though it's fake crap. I don't know if they can't tell the difference or if they're just DUM. I mean, seriously, who wouldn't be able to tell the difference in this? With all the crazy fake bootleg merchandise of Pokemon out there, I thought it'd be a fun idea to take a look at some of the most craziest bootlegged items. So get ready, because there's some real freaky and weird looking Pokemon merchandise out there that you're not gonna believe was actually made. So with all that said, you guys, let's take a look at some of the weird looking Pokemon merchandise out there right now. Let's start off by taking a look at some of the more well-known bootlegged items, such as fake copies of the Pokemon games themselves. Back when Pokemon was at its peak in popularity, everyone was trying to cash in. Even back then, people were making fake Pokemon games, like this fake copy of Pokemon Green. This fake version had a green shell, trying to keep to the American games trend of having the game's shell match the version's color. However, the real green version was never released outside of Japan, and the shell of the Japanese games were all gray, not green. It's a fake. Just as fake as Kim Kardashian's ass. As time went on, these fake games began to get harder and harder to spot. By Gen 3, the people that made these fake games had gotten the formula pretty down packed. Look at these 3 copies of Pokemon Emerald. Can you tell me which one of these is the real one? If you guessed the bottom one, then you were right. As you can see, they all look pretty similar, but the only real way to tell the differences are by the serial numbers and a few of the cosmetic changes. Fake Pokemon games continued to be made until this day. There are even fake fan-made Pokemon games, like Pokemon Diamond. Wait, isn't that a real game? Seems legit to me. There's also Pokemon Jade version, and many other crazy titles. So when you're buying Pokemon games used, just always make sure to look at it first to see if it's real or not, so that you don't end up getting ripped off. The Pokemon cards were always fun to collect until one day you run into some odd looking ones. As kids, we really didn't know the difference between fake and real Pokemon cards, and the bootleggers took advantage of that by selling them to kids everywhere. I mean, there were a lot of fake Pokemon cards, and most of them had little to no effort put into them, to the point that it's just laughable. I mean, who could forget such fake classic Pokemon like Big Mouth Bat, Turkey Warrior, Bag Dragon, Big Mouth Bat, Magnetic Monster, Smelly Mud, and of course, the timeless classic, Naughty Ball. Speaking of Naughty Ball, I think I just found Sableye's new Mega Evolution. I don't know about you guys, but I think this new design is quite unique. Of course, some of the fake Pokemon cards have more effort put into them, like this Balloon card for example. Instead of having the stage 1 there, it just says Basic, and they changed its weakness to Fire instead of Psychic, and a few other mistakes as well. In other cases, it's just how the card looks compared to the real one. Most fake ones will look blurry and have lots of smudges. So be on the lookout for fake cards, as they can be easy to spot, but sometimes you can be easily fooled if you're not paying much attention. Pokemon action figures were really popular as well, and of course gave the bootleggers something else to work with. So you all remember how cool the official Pokemon action figures were, right? There were little figures of almost every Pokemon, including the main characters as well. But of course, not all of them were great. I mean, we had those weird toys with the ball on the bottom of their butts, and if you thought that was bad, wait until you see the fake ones. If the packaging alone wasn't enough to tell you that these were fake, the figures themselves will. I don't remember Team Rocket having such derpy looking faces. And what did they do to Officer Jenny? And forget Pocket Monsters, make way for Pocket Monica, featuring the main star, Monica, Pet's little intelligent spirit. They're going the extra mile to rip off Beyblade and Pokemon. There are all kinds of weird and deformed looking Pokemon figures. I mean, just look at this freaky looking Mew plush. It's staring into my soul. But one of the worst bootleg Pokemon action figures I could find was this. Meth. Not even once. So that's the reason she never resumed her role in the show. I mean, geez, I know it's fake and all, but you think they'd at least try and make it look legit. They even have the picture of Misty in the back that they could use as a reference. But I guess that's just the way it is when you're trying to make a quick buck. So with all this said, I hope you guys learned a thing or two about fake Pokemon merchandise. If you guys know any other crazy looking Pokemon stuff out there, let me know in a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Brandon. I'll see you in the next video.